Welcome back to Project Zomboid and our HydroCraft playthrough. Yes, I've got some sad news and yeah, I've decided it's going to be the last episode today, but off camera I have managed to get our electrical up to 8, which is nice. The broken electronics that we've been using, where are they? These things here are multiple use, so the ones that I actually had were more than enough to get us up to 8. So the first thing that we're going to do is, I've already prepared this one, wow. We're going to attach this to the generator. So we're going to take the Jenny and hopefully just be able to stick this straight together. So upgrade to solar generator, like so. So now that should operate stuff, I hope. If I go and put it in a more suitable location and hopefully not get crushed to death. Right, now then. I can't remember how much of that I've roofed, so I think here is going to be the better option. So if I do that, then I can plug it in like that, and there we go. Wow. Okay, so it doesn't quite reach to the other side, but that's to be expected. But that seems to be a better spot than where the generator previously was, up over that way. But yeah, we've got that, so that's fantastic. I could probably do we having a look and see if I can charge batteries off it, but never mind. I've got 2 of the plants here. I've just used the planters and the bench, and I've decided to plant peanuts. So yeah, that's pretty good because obviously it's peanuts. They're pretty high fat, they're non-perishable, and there's other things that you can do with them later on, like you could turn them into peanut butter if you wish and whatnot. So I thought that was a good crop. But again, with this probably being the last episode for a while, there's not really much point, is there? But never mind, never mind. Now, have I got any dead batteries? Yes, I have. Okay, so grab a couple of these. I've still got my copper cable on me. So if I go over to the generator thing now, can I recharge? Can I? No, probably not. So if I was to unplug it, can I recharge? No, I cannot. Well, there's a problem, isn't it? But never mind. Right. So that does mean that steam charger, etc., could still be a very good viable option even after you've got up to solar power. But yeah, the junkyard, yeah, I've filled this thing up, re-anchored it, and used it about 6 or 7 times now. But I keep crashing and keep getting rollbacks, so I don't know if it's this that's causing it. I really don't know, but it's like every time I've done something with it, things kind of roll back and go a bit broken. So I haven't touched it again, and I haven't crashed. So I don't know. There could be something a bit wrong with it, but I hope not, because it's really, really good. Because out of this stuff, you can choose to either just straight search it as you would in the junkyard, or you can use a giant battery with the magnet and you can search a different list of things from it. So with the normal searching, you can pick up the extra car parts and also seats as well, which is pretty cool. So you can get all the car seats and everything out of it. And then if you search it with the battery, you can find all the household items. So you can find washing machines and refrigerators and microwaves, etc., which is really, really good. But it kind of, yeah, as you can see over here on the floor, steel springs from disassembling mattresses, because you can find it out of those large boxes. I've got those, yet the thing's empty. So because you can do that, you can get the household goods, you can disassemble them into all these components, or you can straight up recycle them back into aluminium, iron, or steel. So it kind of makes these pointless now. I don't really see why you would need them for that, because you can get a lot of steel through the junkyard. So I'd suggest just rushing that. The only thing about the coal mine, though, is obviously you need you need coke still in order to recycle steel products. And also you can turn the coal into charcoal. So yeah, I'd probably say just make a coal mine, not so much about the iron mine, but that's down to preference more than anything. And speaking of mines, we need to upgrade this today. And in order to do that, we need to make some candle holders. Now, the rest of the stuff we know how to do. Plank barrier, steel beam. Yeah, plank barriers is just made over by our carpentry bench. It's easy done. I can do that. As you can see, I haven't got a shovel on me, though. Because I put my bag down and then crashed and then come back and I didn't have a bag. So, yeah, I lost a bag. So, yeah, we can make all this. Let's have a look at doing a candle holder first, though. So, we have candles, which is easy enough done. And if we go in here, it just says put candle in a candle holder. So you have to make one out of brass, but I don't know exactly how. So if we go over to our furnace thing here, do I have any brass ingots made? Probably not. There, brass. Zinc. Zinc, of course. Oh, I was trying to think of it. I couldn't think of it. Right, so do we have any? No, we don't. We don't have any in there. Do we have any in here? No, we don't. Really? Do we have any in here? No, we don't. What? Oh, no, I must have used it to make electrum or something. Oh, no. I really didn't want to go mining. Oh, I'm going to have to. Okay, I'll do that. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to that. Let's go have a look at candles first then. So we know with our farming bench thing, we can use our planter and grow stuff. You can grow the candleberries that you can forage. You can then turn those into candleberry wax. And then you can just straight make a candle with a piece of thin rope and candleberry wax. So I can make a few of these now. And that's that done. Have they gone in here or have they gone somewhere else? They are in the main inventory. Good. So with those, we can use those in the thing and upgrade our mines. So that's not a problem. But what we need now is a shovel, which I'll put in the backpack. And then I'll do some mining off camera in a second. But there is another really, really important piece of equipment that I want to make. And obviously it involves this lot here. So we know that we have our biogas tank here, which is fantastic for refilling everything. And we get all our metalworking stuff done from it, which is great. But what we want to do is we want to make a composter now. And in order for us to do that, we need to make the HydroCraft compost bin. So we bring planks and nails and some worms and a hammer over to our gardening bench and we can make one of the compost bins from HydroCraft. So we get one of those. Where are we? Are we up here? There we go. And then with that we can build our composter, which is a bin, 5 more worms, an empty metal barrel, which is also another thing that you can get from the large junkyard, which is very, very handy. Welding torch and tank, mask, yeah, usual stuff. 1 screw, 1 door hinge, and 6 steel rods. So all in all, it's not that expensive to do so, but you do need 10 farming, but only 1 mechanics, which is a bit peculiar. I thought there might have been a metalworking element, but obviously not. So we can build a composter like so. And I don't know how this actually operates, so let's find out. So we want it over here with the other things. And we're going to pop it here next to this big storage thing. Or not, because that's dropped awkwardly. Yeah, so we'll drop that here next to our bits and bobs if it'll let us. No, there is a few too many things on the ground. Oh no, we have to feng shui some stuff. Yeah, let's try and grab a few of these up out the way. Bob them here. And hopefully now that'll let us put it down. Want it here somewhere. Yeah, that'll do. Whatever. Right, so if we craft a helper it to make compost. It is literally just the composter and an ingredient. Wow. And that's a full list of every single thing you can use. Wow, look at all that. Oh, blow my neck. So there's a lot of stuff, and you can disassemble zombies and use the zombie stuff. Great stuff. So we can make 3,423 pieces of compost. Oh my days. Right, is it just making it and dropping it straight on the floor? Yes, it is. And it's right next to our biogas tank as well. So, yeah, you can just infinitely drop it on a spot. That's really overpowered. Okay, let's leave that be. And also, it's pretty quick at pulling it out of this bin that took forever to fill up this thing here with all the thousands and thousands of cabbages, etc. in. So, yeah, if I pull these out on floor like that, I should straight up be able to fill them up now. Can I? Yeah. Oh, it does need 100 compost opposed to just a bag. So, you do pay in the way of speed and quantity. So, yeah. But saying that, though, it's quick to process, and with HydroCraft and how extensive the farming aspect is, I can see that being quite a decent balance. Yeah, quite happy with that. Right, so that's that done. That's that whole chain done. And in order to plant stuff, you just make sure you have, where are we? Some planters and a couple of flower pots with dirt and some dirt and whatever. So nothing extra special. It's just, I don't know how long they take to grow or whether you have to irrigate them. So yeah, don't know. So that's that done. Our tailoring thing, I think we're just about done with that. There was a lot more that we could explore with it, but again, I'm having lots of trouble with things breaking, which is annoying. Yeah, there is something I would say. The tailoring side of things, like I say, it ties in with the farming. Grow alfalfa. That's the best one, I would say, because again, it helps you make sacks. And they're probably the most useful thing to come out of the tailoring side of stuff, honestly, other than what you need to actually construct stuff like hard leather and whatnot. But yeah, that's that done. Then we have our hunting stuff over here, which is binoculars and your longbow, or you can use spears. Building this hunting blind thing is definitely worth it, and I would suggest doing that before you do any of the hunting stuff. You don't actually need to use any of the vanilla traps anymore. So yeah, I would just stick with this over all the vanilla stuff. A lot easier, a lot better, and a lot more enjoyable than waiting every single day to and doing a run over to your traps as well every single day. Fishing we haven't really touched, but there isn't really anything that's been added as far as I'm aware. Then I am a little bit disappointed about this one. It's beehives, which we didn't look into, which is the other way of getting wax for candles. So if you do want a candle-powered base, it is entirely possible to do so with the help of beeswax. But I believe that involves using the herbal table and foraging flowers more, and you have to take the pollens out, etc. But it seems pretty easy and self-explanatory, so I'm sure you guys will be able to fill in the gaps with that. So that should be that one. Then what else? We've fully covered our electronic stuff. Well, I say fully covered. Nowhere near fully covered. But broken electronics are the best way of leveling up. Just make sure that you collect as many solder guns as you can, because changing batteries on them every 5 or 6 uses or whatever it is, it gets old fast. It really does. So I'd suggest stocking up on those, getting as many small batteries as you can, and just plow through them etc, etc. So we need to come over here now, and we need to make a plank barrier. So in order to do that, let's have a scroll down. If it won't lag too hard now, I'm stood next to the bench. I shouldn't have done that. Move down, move down. Oh, this is a problem. This is another reason why I'm getting a little bit fed up with this. Have we crashed? Well, loaded back in and everything's been reset. Yep, surprise, surprise. So, as you can see here, look, I have 9 candles. I made those candles after we did the solar park thing. And it's still there. Yeah, great. So, another reason why I've had enough of this playthrough. Yeah, so what was we doing? We were having a look at this. I'm not going to build it because, honestly, I don't want to. Because it's being silly. So, to make one of the barricades, you come over to your carpenter's bench. You make sure you've got a drill or whatever else it needs. Planks, nails, maybe some wooden blocks. That's about it. It's not exactly complex. Then over to this one, and you would upgrade it to our dark mine. Then from there, you would literally just attach a steam machine to it. Then you can start going down the whole minecart and rails system part of it, which I believe would just probably be steel rods or steel beams or something along the lines of. Yeah, I'm just talking a bit meh about it at the minute because, like I say, I've been doing this now for 3.5 days. I've been trying to do this episode, and obviously I thought I had things working, but obviously not. So let's have a look. So we want to look now for dark mine, which should be somewhere or other. No, that's Anchor's tab. Where are we? Stonework in general, isn't it? Right, so add steam machine to dark mine. Here we go. So it's literally a steam machine, dark mine. So it's dark mine with pulley. Okay, so upgrade dark mine. So once you have your dark mine, which is the one with the candle here, you then upgrade that dark mine with a mine cart, which is probably steel wheels, etc, etc, a steel pulley, which we already know how to do, a thick rope, steel crank, steel rods. Yep, we already know how to do all of those. Again, pretty easy. Then add the steam machine to that afterwards. So yeah, not too bad. So yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. I can go on the floor. There we go, job done. Right, what else is there? There's a few more things that I want to talk about, especially the lab aspect of stuff, because we haven't touched it. We haven't gone into it at all. And I do think it's a bit of a shame, but adding another crafting chain onto things is just going to make it a hell of a lot more difficult. So this stand here that I made the other episode, this punching bag stand, I was actually going to research the advanced fitness things from the lab, etc, and then hopefully turn that into one of the gym items. And it doesn't use a normal vanilla treadmill. You actually have to search the large junk with the magnet, so using a large battery in there, and you do have a chance of getting a broken treadmill. Then you can fix that treadmill and add a generator to it, and then you can get a punching bag stand and make a punching bag out of leather, fill it with sand, etc, etc. So it's all pretty cool, but I'm not going to go down that one, sadly. I would have liked to, but never mind. So that's one of the other benches. The other one is the medical side of things, which is the dissection table. And basically you just take zombies to bits, and I believe that just trains up your first aid, and that's about it. So I don't know, you could break them down into chemicals as well, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really looked into that one. And then there is the photography bench, which is the last one on the list. And the photography bench is used when you are doing electrical things. Because if you look here on our electrical engineering textbook here, it says make circuit chip. So if we go on to this, we can do our researches, which we've done. And then it says here, make circuit print. So we can use a sheet of paper and a pen and a pencil. Why have I not got a pen and a pencil? I should have those in my bum bag. I bet they were deleted as well. Never mind. So you can use that to make a print, and then you have to apply that print onto a sheet of copper that has been sprayed with photo lacquer. So like a treatment sort of thing. And all that's done at the photography bench. So I think that is another way of training electrical. But again, didn't have a chance to fully figure that one out. And then there's all this. All the stuff with the animals, which we still haven't done. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that. So you guys can finish up going down the last few avenues. I mean, I'm sure I've allowed you all to get allowed you all, blooming heck. I'm sure I've helped you all reach mid-game sort of area like here, and I'm hoping that you've learned something and you've seen my mistakes and hopefully don't make them as well. So let's have a quick recap of what I think every player should need. Now, coal mine, yes. Iron mine, no. Normal mine, obviously, yes. Grind all your resources and recycle everything you can. Easy peasy. Put bins next to stuff that you're collecting resources from. Makes it handy. The quarry is quality of life over anything else. Yeah. Then what else we got? The junkyard. Rush it. Get up to this size junkyard as quick as you can, because then you can start gaining the items from the full range of rubbish. Then metal detecting is still the penultimate thing. Well, I say that. Getting all the books is still the ultimate. Metal detecting is second, by far. So, metal detector, many medium batteries as you can. Make sure you do that. There's nothing wrong with making a steam charger. If anything, I would just make one as soon as you can, because then you can recharge your huge battery for your junkyard. You can recharge your metal detector. You can recharge your soldering irons and everything. So, yeah, definitely steam charger. Do that. Get all that. Make it. And crops wise, I think probably, other than alfalfa, look, you see I've only got one plant now. Yeah, rolled back. The alfalfa for that, and I think peanuts are a good option because they don't degrade. But if you just want things to make compost out of, then just grow anything. Try and move away from the vanilla sort of stuff as quick as you can. And yeah, I think that's probably going to be about it. Other than maybe try and stockpile pollen every time you are using your field guides here. So whenever you use your field guides, make sure you got some tweezers by your herbal table, take all the pollen out, junk everything else, keep a bin over here as well would be a good shout. The water pump that we made, this thing out here, is an absolute waste of time and counterproductive and silly because you use a mine. Let's try that one again. You use an auger, but you don't make a mine. You make a well. And you can place and anchor that well anywhere you want. And then with the well, it operates like a vanilla well. So you can fill anything up from it. And it's clean water. So I don't understand all of this. I don't see the reason of having a pump if there isn't an irrigation system. So this might be left over from the old irrigation system back when HydroCraft first come out, sort of thing. I don't know. Could be wrong. Might not be. Could be. Probably am. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, and then reiterate with the hunting. Don't do it vanilla. Do it this way. Far superior. Yeah. I think that's about it. So this character, I don't think I'm going to delete it, honestly, because I've spent a lot of time with it. I mean, this character started with like next to no fitness and strength, and this has all been done vanilla. All of it. Granted, most of the strength anyway has been from mining, but the fitness has all been from squats, really. It's been a while since I've done burpees or sit-ups or anything, but yeah, it's a little disheartening, but hey-ho. I'm going to move on to different content. I am actually, sadly, going to be moving away from Zomboid for a while, maybe even the foreseeable, at least until the Zomboid team start adding animals to the game properly. Probably not going to be back on here until then, because like I say, I have played the game for a very long time on and off, and there is another game I want to play which is very, very special to me, so you'll hopefully see that in the next few days. And I do hope that you all have learnt something from my a bit weird playthrough of this, and I would suggest trying HydroCraft, at least adding it to your thing. I mean, you don't have to go as full range as all this, but at least just for the farming and the metalworking and the cars, honestly, is enough reason to take this mod on, because it's got everything. It really has. And also the hunting thing, so you don't die from lack of foods as well. So yeah, if you want to give it a go and you do have any more questions on the things that I've actually covered up to this point, feel free to ask them. I'll try my best to respond to them, even if it's like from previous series videos or whatnot. I'll explain changes of things that I actually know. You know, I'm still willing to help people, or you guys out there who are probably more knowledgeable than me, then feel free to answer for me if you or correct me if I'm wrong. Definitely correct me if I'm wrong, yeah. But that's going to be it for this playthrough now. So I do hope you will all join me in my next sort of videos on the next game, and that should hopefully be within the next week or so. But before I do, I just want to show you inside. Now, it's not finished, but this was going to be a nice relaxing area, and I was going to put all the fitness stuff up here, but I ended up smashing the walls out and everything, and now we're left with this crap. But yeah, so retire the character over here, I think. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Right. Thank you again for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed it. Again, a bit of another weird one. I need to get some sort of structure in these videos, don't I? But with a mod like HydroCraft, there's so many avenues and so much back and forth that you're bound to make some mistakes here and there, and hopefully me making them will save you from making them and save you some headaches. So thank you very much again. Don't forget to do all of the usual YouTube things for me, and I will see you all in the next video. And I said all that when it was 4:20. Right, see you all later. Goodbye.